If you want to pursue a master's in China under scholarship, I need you to avoid this kind of mistake. You should not follow in this track of scholarship. If you know exactly you can't afford to pay tuition fee by yourself until the assistance of a scholarship. But if you can pay your own tuition fee, then there's no problem. But if you know you need to depend on scholarship, then you need to be careful. Watch the video from the beginning to the end. Tip number 1, study by looking professors who are actively seeking for master's students to join their lab. So you can just take it on LinkedIn or on a Chinese website, even school website. If there's any professor who looking for international students to join their lab. This is a very good way because they will grant you scholarship for all 3 years or 4 years, depending with the duration of your study, and you will work under their lab. So you have just to craft your email, show interest of their lab and their project, also show the contributions that you bring to their lab. Then if they accept you, then you don't need to worry about money, you don't need to worry about master allowance, because all of this will be covered by your professors. Apply for CSCC scholarship, Chinese government scholarship, low debate scholarship, or CASA scholarship. These are the best scholarship which cover accommodation, tuition fee, and the monthly allowance. But in order to maximize chance to get this scholarship, you can just apply admission letter before applying to this scholarship, and you can apply for acceptance letter from supervisors. Also, in their website, it states that you don't need to have acceptance letter or you don't need to have admission letter. But I need to tell you, according to my experience, my friends, and for those students who have been helping them to get this scholarship, if you have admission letter and acceptance letter, it can maximize your chance, and most of them they are got accepted to this kind of scholarship. So if you really need to get this scholarship, I would advise anyone get first admission letter and get acceptance letter. Even if you want to have an acceptance letter, you can just have admission letter, because some school can offer you admission letter. Then after 11 schools, then is when they will arrange the professor for you. So most important is get your admission letter before apply to this scholarship. Are very good, and you don't need to worry about money. You don't need to worry about next year if you'll be receiving scholarship or no. So even if you're in second year, third year, you will continue to receive scholarship as long as you are in good maintenance of your character in the lab and your studies and your marks as well. For those who apply to specific scholarship, let's say university scholarship, these are dangerous scholarship. If you know you can't afford tuition fee by your own and there is assistance of a scholarship, even your parent can't cover it, because most of university scholarship, they just cover first year, and the second year you need to pay tuition fee by yourself, or you need to compete within the class. At least they will choose the 3 students or 2 students only to serve a scholarship. And another thing is, some schools are give you scholarship in your first year and the second year, but the third year they want to give you scholarship. You have to pay tuition fee by yourself. So if you truly know that you can't afford to study without scholarship, I would advise you just stick to those 2 scholarship: Bachelor scholarship, CSCC scholarship, CAS scholarship, or presidential scholarship. But for school specific scholarship, it's usually possibility for you to pay tuition fee on your second year or on your third year. This happened to majority of students who apply for masters in university specific scholarship, or approximately 80%. So it's a huge number. So you need to be very, very careful if you get this kind of scholarship. Make sure you can afford. Presidential and a provisional scholarship. If you get a presidential or provisional scholarship, this is good because usually they cover for 3 years or 4 years duration of your study. So you need to know the condition of this scholarship, because mostly have condition. Some need you to maintain the performance, and some need you to be top 3. They're evaluated every year. So it's not that much guaranteed, but also it's much good and is more stable than the university scholarship. So at least if you miss CSCC scholarship, you miss Bertlotti scholarship, and you miss CAS scholarship, then you can stick at least to presidential or provisional scholarship if you know you can't afford to pay tuition fee for your master's in China. So I hope this helped you to understand more for those who intend to pursue their masters in China. Make sure subscribe and share the videos. Make everyone who want to study in China be aware of all this kind of scholarship before just deciding to take an offer to come in China.